Welcome back. I got a Blu-ray and DVD update. Fairly large one. I made another large order at Kino, and then I updated all my stuff I was lacking from Vinegar Syndrome. So it's kind of a large update. As far as news, there's a bunch. It's almost hard to keep up with it. A lot of the major distributors, I think, have Twitter accounts, so you might want to look into that. That's how I try to keep up with it. The big news, of course, is Arrow is releasing Candyman in October. That's huge, and it looks beautiful. So many special features, awesome stuff. Lucio Fulci's Perversion Story is getting a limited edition release from Mondo, and I think it's going to go on sale at the end of the month. Erotic Nights of the Living Dead is a Code Red release. Joe D'Amato goodness. This one kind of irks me a little bit because one of the things I bought in this collection is now getting a Criterion treatment, and that's a 39-film Ingmar Bergman box set in November. One of the films I'm going to show you is in that box set, Figures. Eyeball, which I think also has like an 80-minute documentary with it, is going to get an 88 films release in September. Scream is going to announce 10 titles on July 20th, so watch out for that. Brain Scan is getting a Scream Factory release. And then the other big news was Blue Underground is releasing a 4K scan of Maniac, which, you know, Maniac's probably one of the best slasher movies of the 80s of all time, quite honestly. Can't wait for that. Alright, show you what I got here. So Vinegar, I was lagging a few titles on Vinegar Syndrome, so I picked up the June releases, and then I picked up a few things that I didn't have, which was, one of those is Prey, and it's got the limited edition slip. Pretty good artwork there. Supposedly a very strange film, but yeah, that's Prey. I'll probably hold this one over for the October Horror Challenge, or watch it this month. I haven't really decided yet. I think it would qualify as somewhat like science fiction fantasy for July. Great blaxploitation film. Sweet, sweet, badass song. I mean, this is one of the best blaxploitation films that came out of the 70s. And it, of course, got the beautiful Vinegar Syndrome treatment with the slipcover. And it's got a booklet. And then there you go, there's the disc. So yeah, I think this is one for any fan of 70s grindhouse or blaxploitation. Another Vinegar Syndrome, this is Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. Never seen it. I think it's really bad from what I've heard. But, I mean, Vinegar Syndrome does such a great job with their releases that they can make even total crap look good. Here's the internal artwork, and then the alternate artwork. So, yeah, this will definitely be an October watch. Then I got Pets, which I think is a Chicks and Chains type deal. Never seen it. And it's got the slip cover. And there you go on the internal artwork. Never seen Pets. Next up is another Vinegar Syndrome limited release. This is Deadly Daphne's Revenge, and I got it with the slip. And there's the internal artwork on that, and the alternate artwork. Looking forward to that one. Again, that's going to be another October. Got to hit 100 films in October, so I've been kind of beefing it up. Here's another vinegar serum. This is Grave Robbers, which is really nice embossed slip covers. Those slip covers are just addictive. There's the alternate artwork, cover art, and then the internal. I think this is another low budget, cheapy affair, which a lot of these the movies are just bad, but I'm more interested in hearing how they were made and funding and that kind of stuff. I'm kind of interested. Really, the special features. It's not the movie I want to see. It's really the special features. Here's one, Blood Theater, and this is again another deluxe limited edition slipcover. There's your internal artwork and your alternate artwork. So yeah, Blood Theater. I have quite a bit of watching and reviews I'll be doing in October, obviously. I've hit 100 films last 2 years in a row, so I don't intend to not hit it again. Penitentiary 2. Now I don't have the first Penitentiary. I'm gonna have to get off the schneid here and get that. But this has a nice slipcover, and here's your internal artwork. Is that Mr. T? That is Mr. T. Mr. T's in this. I didn't know that. I've never seen Penitentiary 2. Huh. Mr. T. Alright, got a phone call. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Phone call. Psychos in Love. For some reason I just failed to pick this up, but I did get it with the slip. And looks pretty interesting. I've heard good things about this. And it's got a booklet. Looks interesting. Okay, let's see. Here's an Arrow release. I think everyone and their brother has got this now. The complete Sartana series. And the funny thing about this is, I want to say May, the DVD Talk does the drive-in challenge. And I think I went through like a 40 box set spaghetti western films, and they were all on that, really shitty copies. But so I just recently already watched most of these, but this looks like a real winner. You got Sartana Is Coming. Have a Good Funeral, My Friend. Sartana's Here. Trade Your Pistol for a Coffin. And Sartana, this is I'm Sartana, Your Angel of Death. I don't think that was on the box set that I watched. If You Meet Sartana, Pray for Your Death. Hadn't seen that one either. So, and then you get a really thick, as you always do with Arrow, a really thick, detailed booklet of all the films. So that looks great. Can't wait to jump into that at some point. Arrow's just knocking it out of the park. That you got to go check out their Candyman limited edition coming out, and it looks sprawling. Loads of special features on that thing. All right, I also picked up from Arrow Last House on the Left. The dog may not let me do this. Got a little yappy damn dog. I don't. The better half does. And this is a poster. A massive book. And man, they print this thing. Look at the print on it. It's 40, 50 pages. And then you've got Blu Ray, special features Blu Ray, and then the DVD. So this is a loaded release on a very important, I wouldn't say a very good film, but a very important film. It's not exactly entertaining viewing. But it is an important movie. All right. Next up, let's see. I went to Walmart and picked up King Arthur for, I don't know, $10. I do like medieval time stuff. I also picked up from Umbrella releasing Beastmaster. Not a whole lot going on internal artwork wise, but it is some wonderful 80s cheese. I think it's a must own. Here's another Arrow release. I love these films. This is the I'm gonna have to stop this. I gotta get this fucking dog out of here. Hang on. Alright. Yappy Dog has been eliminated, so let me keep up with this here. Keep on going. Toho released some films back in the 70s parlaying the success of Hammer. They made their own vampire films, and I think they did a great job. We've got a trilogy of Toho vampire films, and I've given them the Arrow treatment. Can't beat it. Must own. It's got a slipcover, and then of course there's each film. Actually, no. Each film does not have its own disc. Unfortunately, it's basically on 2 discs. Let me look at the special features on this a second. You've got Japanese soundtrack, optional English subtitles with optional English. I guess there's an English track. Kim Newman on the Bloodthirsty Trilogy, a video appraisal, still gallery and trailers. Not a lot, but the films are well worth having on Blu Ray, so I'm happy. Ironically, for Arrow, that's a fairly sparse set of special features. Next up is a double feature, Bonnie's Kids and Centerfold Girls. And I believe it's just a 1-disc double feature. These are some 70s exploitation films. You've got a featurette with the director Arthur Marks and a making of on Centerfold Girls. Centerfold Girls is a kind of a brutal, gritty, grimy 70s film that we all know and love. All right, here's the film that pisses me off. Finally broke down and ordered Hour of the Wolf, Ingmar Bergman horror movie, and it's in the 39 film box set coming out in November, which is great. I'm going to get it. But yeah, this is a wonderful, wonderful horror film, and highly recommend if you haven't seen it, check it out. Picked up the Iranian vampire film. A girl walks down the lane alone, or whatever the fuck it is. Walks home alone. This thing's loaded with shit in it too. Look at this. This has got really kind of cool Blu Ray, and then a huge, huge booklet. Oh, this is a so this is kind of like a comic. I believe this is a comic of the kind of the prequel to how she became a vampire. It's a very atmospheric and interesting vampire film. and a period, vampire films are not particularly popular right now, so I'm glad to see stuff like that. All right, more Kino. First up, they were running a huge sale, as many of you know, and these were like $8 a pop. I bought this Asian Extreme Collection. This is Volume 1, and this is the South Korean Asian films. You've got Face. Let's see what we got here. You've got Red Shoes. Jesus Christ, the lighting in here is terrible. Red Shoes. Face. And R Point. Never seen them. I mean, for $8, what the heck? And I don't think, I looked into it, and if anybody knows, leave a comment below. I don't think any of these have any kind of an alternate, issues like a Blu Ray. I couldn't find any kind of a Blu Ray release for any of these, so I went ahead and just said, well, for $8, I'll go ahead and grab it. Here is Volume 2, which is the Japanese Asian Extreme, and this has Vital and Prey and A Snake of June, which I heard is really good. The Snake of June. And they do have some special features and extras on it, so it's not just the film. And finally, Asian Extreme Volume 3, Thailand. This is a short and sweet P. The Victim and Ghost of Minak. So yeah, that's the 3 volumes Asian Extreme collection. What else we got here? Let's see. I had a few Jean Roland releases from Redemption that I just had been lax in picking up. That was all in my cart, and then when the sale happened, I went ahead and addressed it. Iron Rose, great film, wonderful film, one of Jean Roland's best. Pretty sparse on the internal artwork. Let's see what we got here as far as special features. We have an interview with Jean Roland, 2 minutes. An interview with Francois Pascal, 20 minutes. Natalie Perry, 70 minutes. 7 minutes. And then a 20-page booklet. That booklet, by the way, is in all the releases. So it's just covering the same ground. Another blaxploitation film. Truck Turner. He's a badass. Of course, Kino doesn't really spend a whole lot on their artwork and things. Let's see. Sometimes the videos just aren't meant to be, you know. But I'm going to get through this. Hang on a minute. Alright. We're back. Yeah, Truck Turner. Should be some fun blaxploitation. It's got an audio commentary with the director, a Q&A hosted by Joe Dante, and then Trailers from Hell with Ernest Dickerson. I always like those Trailers from Hell. 1974. Alright, that's Truck Turner. Here's another Jean Roland Redemption. This is Rape of the Vampire. This is his first, well, this is his first film, full-length film, and I think his one other effort prior to Rape of the Vampire is on here as well. Interesting exploration into the surreal world of Jean Roland. He definitely has his own take on horror vampire genre, and it's eminently fascinating. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. There's your internal artwork. Let's see what we got here on special features. Introduction by Jean Roland. There's 2 short films that he did. Yellow Loves and The Far Country. This has a documentary, Fragments of Pavements Under the Sand. Interview with Jean Roland. Interview with Jean-Luc Philippe. So yeah, 1968. I'm not sure why I just never got around to buying that, but now I've gotten, pretty sure I got almost all the Redemptions, and certainly all the Jean Roland releases. Next up, David McCallum. Now, who remembers David McCallum from The Outer Limits when he was the brain? The episode where he's the brain and he just keeps sucking all the intellectual information he can. Like, he would read, it's a great episode of The Outer Limits. He can read, I don't know, 20, 30 books in a day. And as he keeps expanding his knowledge base, his brain keeps expanding, and he becomes more and more alien. Great episode. If you haven't seen it, check it out. David McCallum and dogs. Not quite the intellectual exercise of the Outer Limits episode, but okay. Special features. Brand new scan from a high-def original Vault Elements. Interview with cast and crew. Liner notes. So there it is. And there's the liner notes. I've never seen dogs, believe it or not. And I grew up as a kid of the 70s. But dogs escape my attention. Well, that will do it for my update. Sorry for all those interruptions. If you have any comments or thoughts, feel free to leave them below in the comment section. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.